If you're thinking of moving to the Northern Virginia area and you're wondering what the cost of living in Stafford, Virginia actually is, I'm going to break that down for you right here. Hi, I'm Ginger Walker and I'm the team lead at Give Back Team. And this episode of Give Work Play, I'm going to break down the cost of living in Stafford, Virginia. So in Stafford, the average 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage is about $425,000. Now it does depend if you're in a community or if you've got acreage, if you're on the water, if you've got horses. But on the average, the typical house is about $425,000. If you're going to rent that same house, it's probably about $2,500 a month. Now, if you want the champagne taste and the house to match, well, in the upper limits, we're probably talking about $850,000. If you're okay with a little shag carpet or Corian countertops or maybe even a little Formica, we could be actually as low as about $350,000, maybe even $300,000. So the big thing about Stafford, Virginia is prices are going to vary dependent upon whether you're on water or a gated community or on a lot of land. So some of the smaller communities, you might be in the lower price range, but if you're looking for those amenities, you're definitely going to be on the higher side of the price point. So maybe you don't want that much land or you don't really care to take care of all the amenities and you're looking for something a little bit smaller. Stafford has townhouses and condos as well. And the unique thing about Stafford with the townhouses and the condos, we do have some that are a little bit older, so the price point on those could be in the mid-200s. If you're looking for something new with all the amenities, it could cost you almost as much as a single-family home. Some of the townhouses are like luxury living, and they have a gym and a pool and walking distance to Publix and all kinds of other amenities like that. Or if you're looking for something that might be a little bit more rustic, going back to that shag carpet, you'd be looking more in the $250,000 price range. So one of the questions I also get is, what are the property taxes like in Stafford, Virginia? I can tell you this, if you're moving from California or New York, Florida, I don't know, New Jersey, somewhere in New England, the property taxes in Stafford are definitely very reasonable. And they're assessed every 2 years. So when you buy in Stafford, you know what you're getting for at least 2 years. So for example, a recent client of mine just purchased a house in Stafford for $450,000. The assessed value was about $310,000, and the actual taxes for the year was just a little over $3,000 for the year. That's super reasonable, right? And for those of you who are moving into Virginia, our state income tax is only 5.75%. So if you're moving to Stafford, Virginia, you're probably going to need a car to get around. As of this recording in spring 2021, the average sales price of the gas per gallon is only $2.75. That's not bad, right? And this makes us slightly below the national average. So here's a few other costs that you might want to know about. They're minor costs, but stuff that you might want to put on your radar. Every other year, you're going to need an emissions test, and it's only $25. And like every other state, you're going to need the vehicle inspection sticker. And yes, we do it every year, just like every other state. But guess what? It's only $20 a year. $20. So if you're coming from California, it's like $300. It's a savings. So the point I'm trying to make is I don't feel like I'm being nickel and dimed living in Virginia, and you shouldn't either. It's a great place to live. It's a great place to work. It's a great place to play. And the cost of living is actually really reasonable. And here's one other little thing that I want to mention to you is that we also do have a personal property tax. So you do have a tax on your car or your truck or even your boat or motorcycle. So it's something to consider, but it's only usually a couple $100s per vehicle. It's not really that big of a charge. But if you're active duty military or a disabled vet, you actually are exempt from the personal property tax. Well, I hope you found this video helpful for you to understand what the true cost of living is like in Stafford, Virginia. And if you'd like any more information or if I left anything out, feel free to comment or whatever, send me a message down below and I'll send that information to you. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be sending out more information about not just Stafford, Virginia or Quantico or Fredericksburg, but anything in the Northern Virginia area that has to do with living, working, and playing. Thanks for watching another episode of Give Work Play. I'm Ginger Walker, the team lead for Give Back Team of Coldwell Banker Elite. I'll catch you next time.